Hi guys, I have a review today on the Fenty Beauty Foundation, and I have passed up on this foundation because to me, I was like, oh, it's matte. I have normal to dry skin now, so this is just not going to work for me. And my best friend was like, girl, get a sample. You need to try this. I got a sample and it was so much that I loved it that I actually bought the full size of this. So this foundation is $34. The price range is really nice, especially for something that's in Sephora. Usually foundations in Sephora range like in the $40 range more or less. So this is more affordable, and I really like the fact that Rihanna kind of like stepped up the game with the shade range. And I feel like a lot of other brands are kind of feeling the pressure now to actually make a better or wider shade range, which is something that has been going on for forever now, where it's not enough. So I really like that she has a great shade range. She has a lot of different undertones. It kind of is a little overwhelming at times, because for me, I actually had to go in store and actually check and see which one was the best because of that. So definitely, if you feel like you're kind of iffy about seeing the swatches online, definitely go into store and maybe get a sample, which is what I did. So this comes with 1.08 ounces, which is really standard. The coverage is medium based on Sephora's website, and they say that the finish is matte. So it says that it's the ultimate photo filter in foundation form. She has 40 shades. It is pore-diffused, shine-free finish, and medium to full coverage. It's an oil-free formula, and it's supposed to resist sweat and humidity, and it won't clog your pores. So as always, I will leave information from Sephora down below if you're interested in any of this information. I will leave it down below. I am in the shade 190, so this is the shade that matched me perfectly. And at the same time that I've been talking, I've been showing a demo here so you guys can actually see it being applied on. I do like applying this with a sponge. Lately I have liked applying most foundations with sponges, just because I feel like because of my dry skin it just applies better that way. I don't feel like this is a full-on matte foundation. I feel like this is more like a semi-matte foundation. It kind of looks more satin on the skin. So I think that if you have dry skin, this might, you know, kind of take you aback. You're like, I shouldn't try that foundation, it's matte, because of the fact that they kind of market it towards oily skin and being matte. But definitely, if you are dry skin, test this out, get a sample and test it out, because it's not as matte as people make it out to be. I feel like it looks more natural and more beautiful. You can build it up and make it super heavy and super full coverage, but I just did not do that. I just kind of do a more natural medium coverage, and I really like the way it sets. It looks more of a satin. It's such a good foundation that I almost don't even have to set it with powder. That's how good it dries down. It's just absolutely beautiful. It looks like coverage, but at the same time it looks like skin. It doesn't look like overly cakey or overly done. So I absolutely love this foundation. The packaging is really nice. It's kind of like this bottle that has a what is it, kind of like a matte bottle, and it's a glass, and then it has the pump on the top. And I have to say, I am super impressed by this. It wears all day long. It stays on my skin. I have no issues with it. I also want to tell you guys that even though I have dry skin, I do use moisturizer in the morning. I do use primer. So when I use this, I do use, you know, all those things ahead of time. I'm not someone just to throw foundation onto my skin without anything else. So that is something to watch out for. If you have dry skin, always prep your skin. So after I used the sample of this up, I just knew that I had to buy it. So that is how much I absolutely fell in love with it. I love how natural, how beautiful, how much coverage I get from this. It's just an amazing foundation even for me with dry skin. I think that this would work for any skin type whatsoever. If you have oily to combo skin, because of the mattifying properties, it seems like it would work beautifully. And then if you have dry skin, just prep and use a good primer and you will be good to go. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation. Let me know what you guys think. What did you think of the coverage, of how it looks? I absolutely am head over heels over it. Like I said, I had to just go out and buy it. My best friend actually bought 3 shades. She bought like her suntan shade, her lighter shade, and her like a year-round shade. So that can tell you how much she loves it. And she has more combo skin, so and acne prone skin. So, and it worked for her, and that's why I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work for me, but it did, and I really, really love it. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear back from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button to see more of my content. Love you guys, and until next time, bye guys.